What methods and strategies would you use to improve communication between citizens and government, such as accepting input from citizens?
Football. Hey.
Let's not assume that social media is the end all to communications, first of all, period. I mean, some of us have Facebook, some of us have Instagram, some of us don't have any of that. Some of us read the newspaper, some of us read our phones for the news. It is all over the place. We have families that are busy from 7 a.m. in the morning, get up, go to school, do their activities after school, 8 o'clock at night, they go back home. They don't have the bandwidth for that. So how do we do that? We reach out. And we do an outreach with all sorts of proofs. There are people who are civic-minded right now because they have the time and they have the energy. But what about the people who don't? So how do we handle that enlarged group of people who don't read the city website? How do we do that? We put an app up for people who do that. But if people don't have social media, there are many other ways that we could find to create input to city council from all of our citizens and businesses, by the way. Our business members, I stop in to talk to them for a few minutes and they're just overwhelmed. They're trying to stay ahead of the game. So how can we do outreach with them? And that was one of my top 10 priorities too, was to do outreach with people.
Thank you. Francis.
Thank you. So if you think about how the city communicates, and I've thought a bit about this as we've had in the last couple of months, communication issues that have been expressed. And what I realize is that the city is using a model that is an outdated model that relates to communication. If you go back 10 years, the way the communication style was is you would put stuff out, you'd put it in the newspaper, and then everybody would get the information. Our communication inputs that people receive now is very desperate in the way that it's not just one media that collects that. The city has started with different departments going and starting to use other types of social media, but that doesn't provide an easy round-trip ticket back and a way for people to feel that their voice is actually heard and involved. And also part of that social media piece is a challenge for us as a city based on Washington State law as it relates to public records requests. And so whatever communication method we use has to be done in a way that as a city we can capture it and hold those records for the length of time that we need to hold them as it relates to public records. And so that's the challenge. And so that's the piece that I told that really needs to be worked on, is how do we improve the methods of communicating out and doing a round trip. If we think last year we started the town forums, we haven't done the town forums as a whole. Individual council members had before, and I see Brandon because the ears perking out, but as a whole, as a council, we have not done that. And I appreciate Brandon for the initiative that he took and that actually got the council moving in that direction. For these public forums, I feel we need to have more of them. And they need to be in such a way that it's not the council up on a dais, but it's down with the council among the people and involved with the people.